Honey Pride Arua Uganda Limited is a private limited company which was registered in 2015. It is a company solely owned by Ugandans, so it has 100% Ugandan shareholding. Our registered offices are here in Arua. We started this company to address challenges faced by beekeepers in the beekeeping industry. And so these challenges, which started on an individual basis, drove us to look at ways that we will develop to help a number of other rural beekeepers in Arua. And so we decided that we will start a business that needed to specialize. So we therefore are specialized in apiculture, which has everything to do with beekeeping and its value chain activities. In the apiculture sector, we are classified as processors, so our core activity is processing. But of course, there are other important functions that we carry out, which include capacity building, which is about developing the capacity of rural beekeepers in terms of skills and equipment. We help them with the technical support, meaning their day-to-day challenges need to be addressed. Besides that, we also supply them with the better and improved modern beekeeping equipment, because we want this business to be taken to a level where it's done as a business, no longer as it was in the beginning as a hobby. But there is one big element that we feel is going to support the growth of this business and the increase interest among farmers. That is the market component. So Honey Pride as a business provides a consistent and reliable market to the rural bee farmers. Currently, our focus is Arua district. In terms of market, we can say that up to 98% of our products, the raw beehive products, are secured from the rural bee farmers. So now the farmers have an assured market. And in terms of the numbers that are supplying us now with the crude honey and the other beehive products, we're talking of a number between 500 and 600. And remember that in 2016, Honey Pride did a survey, and we established that there are about 615 potential and active bee farmers in Arua. But in 2018, Honey Pride was involved in a program which was funded by the Private Sector Foundation and the Skills Development Facility, where we got a grant, and that grant was used to skill bee farmers. Now, during that training sessions, we were able to register 938 bee farmers in Arua district, meaning that the actual number of bee farmers in Arua is now between 1,000 and 1,200. So that's a good number to develop the apiculture sector in Arua. As Honey Pride, our processing capacity is about 7.5 tons per month. But what you will call capacity in use is 3.8. So meaning that effectively we are still operating at half of our actual capacity. And this can easily be doubled with appropriate funding, because the challenge why we cannot currently attain our full capacity is because we do not have the necessary resources to secure all the raw material we need to process and attain that capacity. But we're on the move. Right now, Honey Pride buyers are mostly direct consumers, but also other people who are involved in the value chain, especially in the packing. So we are talking of about 600 to 700 buyers that we can talk of, although we have not segmented this because we are still operating at a low capacity. Our business plan is a 5-year business plan, and this 5-year business plan has about 6 components. Currently, we are focusing on the production and the processing, which we think is the basis to drive this business and also the industry. The second component is capacity building and the development, because we want to build the capacity of farmers who are going to be involved in the development of this sector. We're talking of policy advocacy in partnership with the other organizations, especially the umbrella organization that's TUNADO. We're also looking at sales and the marketing in the 5-year business plan to come, because once we build sustainable capacity, and then we should be able to go out and market this product. Besides, we're also looking at research and development, because there are other beehive components that we want to develop and also come up with new products in this area. And the other component is institutional development, because we want Honeypride to develop into a reputable organization run on international standards. As a business, our vision is to be a market leader in the sustainable production, processing, and sale of beehive products in the Great Lakes region. And we think we are headed to that. And along the way, we are also getting reputable partners with whom that vision can be achieved. Currently, Honeypride has a number of partners. We are working with the youth projects in collaboration with the Uganda Wildlife Authority. We have organizations like the Microfinance Support Center, who have been able to come and they offer us financial facility. Talk about microfinance particularly. Right now, we have got a facility of about 387.4 million shillings, which they have advanced to support 300 bee farmers in Arua district. This program is now being rolled out, and it's a program that farmers have embraced very well. We are very encouraged about their response, and we think it is one program that's going to change the face of beekeeping in Arua district. Particularly, our focus is on this development because there are a lot of opportunities beekeeping provides in the entire honey value chain. In the production, in the processing, in sales and the marketing, there are enormous opportunities. And so as Honeypride, we would like to play a humble role of providing alternative employment to the youth, to interest groups like the women, disabled. And so it's already coming up, and we therefore think that our first 5-year business plan is going to attain some remarkable results. And so we are looking forward to building stronger relationships with organizations that can come and support farmers in various ways. And therefore, we would like to say that where we are now, Honeypride is reaching a takeoff stage, and we are looking out to secure a very strong market to sustain the business, because our long-term development strategy is to work on sustainability component so that this business will be able to run on its own, be profitable, but also be done on commercial scale. So that's where we are headed, and currently we are streamlining our business processes, and we are also involved in a number of proposals where we need to be working with reputable organizations to be engaged in big projects which will provide employment to a number of our youth, as we said before. So we are very anxious to take Honeypride to the next level, and we hope our next 5-year business plan is going to be an enormous one, and we should be able to jump from one step to another big step over the next 5-year business plan.